The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Thursday, 1 p.m. That can mean only one thing. Your favorite show of the week has arrived. You're looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where it is 87 degrees. The high is 89. The low is 75.
He is Nate. You are Shannon.
Yes.
In the back is Chris Bean.
Yes.
My boy, Three Pumps, Kurt Daniels, is not here today. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we bring the hopium, and we are the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak.
Brought to you each and every show by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Hopium.
Hey, young fella, that's Jesse messing with you. That ain't me.
Jesse Holley.
That's Jesse Holley. You can catch up with Mr. Foreman.
I didn't even know what was going on until I walked
either.
in the door today. So,
Wow.
fellas, the day was yesterday. And man, do we have a lot to talk about. Ain't nothing nice about that schedule.
Nothing.
Holy cow. Where do we even... First off, how are you guys? It's been a while since we...
It's been a while.
How you doing? What's your shirt say there? Die hard what? Cowboys?
Jesse, bear with me. Kurt, bear with me.
Shannon.
Chris, Shannon, bear with me.
I'm here.
Were we first place in the NFC last year? How did we get this schedule? This is the first place schedule.
This is a Super Bowl champion schedule. I don't know what the hell happened, but it's going to be some drama.
You're going to be battle tested.
Shotty, welcome to the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome to the league, my boy.
We're going to find out does osmosis work.
Mr. Booker, welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome to the NFL.
Soul snatcher.
Y'all said I gave him a year and a half. Well, I gave him 6 months. This schedule might be the one to take him out.
Oh, man, let's just jump right in.
Yes, sir.
Let's have some hopium, though. Let's have some hopium.
Man, you can have all that you want. I ain't getting in the middle of that mess. I'm not getting in the middle.
Oh, my God. I want to get in so bad, but I don't.
Oh, man. Let's just get it. I mean, okay, first things first. Right out of the gate.
Boom.
Right out of the gate. Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Is this, I can see where this could be a good thing because you're catching them before they're back in it and they're back gelling. I can see where it can be a good thing where you get punched in the mouth right as soon as you open the front door and you know what you got up front because this is going to be as nasty as it's going to get all year. Is this a good thing to be like, okay, where are we at as a team? Or is this a bad thing because you got a new coach, you got a new system, you got a lot of new pieces on your front line? You're probably going to have a lot of questions that you don't have answered coming out of camp. It's going to take you 3 or 4 weeks. How do you guys look at playing the best, not only in your division, but the NFL right out of the gate?
You want first swing at it?
No, because I'm gonna go along with whatever you say, because you ain't gonna miss this. Help her ride this home run right out of the park.
I love it. I love it.
Why?
I said this earlier today. In the words of the great Ric Flair, in order to beat a man,
You got to beat the man, baby.
you got to beat the man.
Woo!
And what better way than to show to the world, show to yourself as a player, Dak Prescott coming back from injury, what better way to show yourself, Brian Schottenheimer introducing to the world to you as a head coach, than to go out on the road on ring banner dropping night to Philadelphia and beat the Philadelphia
Did you
Eagles.
say Philadelphia?
Philadelphia.
I like that.
In your like that is to me, I'm presumptuously that Dak Prescott will be healthy, that you'll have a healthy football team earlier in the football season. You have this Cowboys-Eagles matchup, but you only seen Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts play 3 times since they've both been in the league and starting quarterbacks. So you'll have that factor into it. But it will be an opportunity for you to test yourself. Iron sharpen iron. This is a litmus test for the Cowboys. Tyler Booker, you wanted Jalen Carter? My friend, you have him. Okay? Micah Parsons, you want to finally win that Defensive Player of the Year award? Come out the gates hot. You got Jordan Mailata. You got Lane Johnson. Go to work. Osa, you just got paid. Show us what you got, little daddy. Show us what you can do. Dak Prescott, you got now another weapon to go with CeeDee Lamb. No more excuses. You have one of the best duos in the league. You're going into your 10th or 11th year, whatever it is. It is time for the Cowboys team to put up or shut up. And this is the first crack at it right now. You get it against the Philadelphia Eagles. I love it. I love every single bit of it.
All right, what about you, Nate? You like
And
this?
I'm Jesse, boy.
I got you.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it because
Let's see
this
where
is
we're at.
going to be the beginning of a building. Let me say this right, because I don't do moral victories. But however this game is played out, you will know where you stand, from a physical standpoint, from a mental standpoint, because Philadelphia going to be jacked up, and we're going to be jacked up going at the number one guy in the league, the number one guy in our division. So you're gonna be giving your best. You're gonna be putting your best foot forward. So, but you will, after this game, you don't have to wait 7, 8, 9 games. You will know. You will know. You will either be broken or you will be coming up.
Another thing, well, is it a good thing? What is it, 4 weeks? 4 weeks of tapes, usually what you go off of during the season.
Mm-hmm.
There's no tape out there on Schottenheimer, right? So it's going to take 2, 3, 4 weeks to get anything on film. Is that a good thing for the Cowboys to not have any tape out, or is it even going to matter? Is this
the way I see it, tape is for when you want to you getting to know a guy, formations, how do they play your formation versus your formation, offense, defense. But basically, I tell people this best player on best player. You get to see, because you can scheme all you want, but ain't no tape. So the better teams in the league, like Philadelphia, they're not going to try to do a whole lot. They have the better team. They're going to line up in a 4-3 or 3-4 and say, block us. Now, can you block us? And we'll start scheming from there. We'll start making in-game adjustments from that point. I mean, the first 2 or 3 games, you're just trying to fill out who you are and who the players are on your team. Every year brings a different. I hate to sound like Garrett, but every year brings a different player. I mean, Jalen Hurts, we ain't looking at him as the same 2 years ago when they fell apart. Oh, man, is Hurts the man? Now we look at Hurts is the man. Be it he has a great running back behind him that helps him stay the man. Each team is different each year. The turnover, the loss of players. So the first 2 or 3 games or 4 games, you ain't trying to scheme up a whole lot of things. You trying to find out who your team is and who's going to be the players on your team coming into this 2020-25 season.
Another thing that there's so many things that jump out. I mean, we're going to probably spend the whole show talking about this, but another thing that's just crazy, and you guys tell me how this affects a first-year head coach. You have 4 Thursday games. Granted, one of them's to start the season, so that's going to give you a little bit of a break there, right? But then you have, the normal Thursday stretch because they play on Thanksgiving. You got the game after that, and then you got another one at the end of the year. Chris, how fired up are you to work on Christmas?
Have not told the wife yet. Told her to stay off social media. Why I'm moving all my stuff upstairs.
And not only is it on Thursday, on Christmas, it is an away game on Christmas.
That's the worst part.
Yes. So, and that's a Thursday.
It's going to be fun trying to find something to eat in, what is it, the University of Maryland on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of things will be open.
Maybe they'll let y'all cut into the food
Man,
line
I
and
would
get on
hope
the bus.
so.
I hope, since everything will be shut down.
Eat
But
on the plane.
how hard is that going to be? I mean, and listen, for whatever you want to say about, the fans are fed up and, they're tired, they're not buying merchandise. Look at all these primetime games. The league doesn't think that, it's still a draw. I mean, they've got only 4 noon Sunday games. The rest of them are primetime TV afternoon or night or off nights. So, but how hard for a first year head coach is it going to be, especially towards the end of the season, starting with Thanksgiving? You got three Thursday night games. You have one night game, and then a TBD at the end of the year. The Giants, which if that means anything, they'll flex that one to prime time. How hard is that going to be to keep these guys focused? Or is that even matter?
This is us, and I'm saying Cowboys. This is the Cowboys.
The star.
Yeah, this ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. Now, if we was looking at this thing, we say, "Hey, man, wow, we got 10, 12 o'clock games." Now something done changed. But this right here is the Cowboys. Jesse, when you was here, I mean, they didn't have Prime and
Amazon, Netflix,
and all that. But we were still playing the most difficult schedule. This is what the Cowboys do. Coach Osmosis has been through all of this right here, man. Come on now.
To keep along the lines of what you were talking about, Shannon, about the Cowboys being a draw and having all these primetime games, Adam Schefter tweeted this out earlier today. It's the 5 most in-demand NFL games as far as ticket prices following the schedule release. Number 5 is the Jets at Buffalo in Week 18. That ticket right now goes for $1,169.
Say that again.
$1,169.
For which game?
Jets at Buffalo, week 18.
The Jets tickets are going for $1,000.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Number 4, the Ravens at Buffalo, Sunday Night Football, September 7th. That ticket is going for $1,183. Here's where it gets interesting. The number 3, Packers Sunday Night Football at Dallas. That ticket, $1,295. November 27th. Thanksgiving.
Woo, I can't wait to hear this one.
Kansas City Chiefs at the Cowboys, $1,491. And the number 1 and most in-demand ticket, top 5, number 1, September 4th, Thursday Night Football, the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. That ticket goes for $1,743.
They can smell fresh cash.
Straight cash, homie.
I tell people all the time, I was speaking to a gentleman earlier. I said, we may draft a draft pick wrong here and there, but I promise you we ain't missing the promotion department.
I call it the Mayweather effect. It's the Floyd Mayweather effect. Why Floyd Mayweather does, record-breaking box numbers is because you're either a fan of Floyd Mayweather
you hate him.
and you want to see him do what he does so well in the ring,
Or you want to see him fail.
or you want to see him lose.
Yes.
And you want to see him lose miserably. So every time there's a formidable opponent, you're showing up to watch the fight because you don't want to be out and miss the moment where Floyd either dog walks somebody or he gets knocked on the fat part of his butt.
Right.
And that's what keeps bringing people every single time, over and over and over again. So you can understand why Kansas City on Thanksgiving, Washington on Christmas, Philadelphia to open up the season. Because these are the games that people are going to want to watch. They're going to either be cheering for the Cowboys or they're going to be cheering against the Cowboys. Either way, the NFL is like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. We don't give a damn who you root for. Just keep showing up and watching the game because that's going to line up all of our pockets at the end of the day and make everybody a little bit more richer. All 32 teams become a little bit more richer because these TV deals, that is spread amongst the National Football League, those owners. So when they get the ratings back and they're going, see, we can do that. Now next year, we know last year or the last time it cost y'all $1 billion, but you see these ratings, Amazon, Netflix, Peacock, Now we're going to need $2 billion. We're going to need $3 billion. We're going to need $4 billion because we're going to give you these games. We're going to put these games on your network. We're going to put the Cowboys Chief on your network. We're going to put the Cowboys Eagles on your network. We're going to make it worth your while, and the NFL is going to rake in the dough from doing so.
All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, so many more things to get into. One being the brutal back end of this schedule. Holy cow, the last 6 games of the year. Look out. The Thanksgiving Day matchup. Like, we'll figure out what each one of us, Chris, you and Josh jump into, what your favorite game is and why on the schedule. All that, Kyler Murray coming back. Will the streak end?
Undefeated.
What is he, 8-0 going back to high school?
Never lost.
Never lost at AT&T Stadium. Patrick Mahomes' first visit. That'll be basically a home game for him. East Texas boy. Is he going to be super fired up for that? All this and so much more on the show. Man, I hate that we only have 45 minutes today. Golly. All right, we'll be right back after this first break. Hanging with the boys.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/cowboys to get started.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole, made with real Hass avocados, will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouthwatering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Hey, Cowboys fans, a 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by blockchain.com. Thank you, blockchain.com. And Jesse at 7-Eleven, your favorite place to pump. There's a $5,000 winner every single day. Shop with 7 rewards. Pump 8, baby. Then play the in-app game for a chance to win $5,000 in cash. New daily cash winners only at 7-Eleven. Are you next? No purchase necessary. Ends 1/6/2026. USNDC, ages 16 and older. For full official rules and free gameplay, go to 5K-A- I always screw that up. Go to 5K-A-day.com/rules. There you go.
Oh, big gulps, huh?
All right, in the break, Nate spoke his mind like he does a lot, and Jesse really agreed with Nate that this is a very, very, maybe the most important training camp in recent memory, Nate, and why?
Well, first of all, you want all your guys healthy. You want all of your guys in camp. You got a new coach. I don't think they're putting in a new system, but they'll be running different variations of plays and just putting a little tweaking here and there. But you need to know where your young guys at, where your second-year guys at. You need to have a true assessment. No, we're not going to just sit around this camp and say, well, we paying him the most money, but this guy over here is a better player. You need to assess yourself, get the best players in there, formulate your team, do as many Ram chargers, practices, inter squad scrimmages, because you need to know who your guys are, and this will help you better with Philadelphia if you know who your guys are.
Well, you might want to make it Baltimore then.
Yeah.
Make it Baltimore.
Right.
You got a running quarterback, you got a big running back, you got a decent offensive line. Like
right.
if you want to get game ready.
But don't you agree that you need this for your team?
Yes.
And then you added another thing that we need to sign a special young man.
Sign Micah. Like Micah should be signed, because what you don't want to have is the leader of your defense not in training camp. And I approve of Micah Parsons not showing up to training camp without a new deal. If he doesn't, I applaud it. Don't.
Right.
They have more than enough time to iron these details out.
Right.
Get in the room, figure it out. George Pickens is now with Dallas Cowboys. Guess what? Jerry Jones, you know who David Malugetta is. Figure it out. Get Micah Parsons signed so that he is a full participant in training camp, learning Eberflus's new system, getting him on the field so all of those guys can gel, so he can be over there with what I call him D-Easy, with Donovan, and having Osa, and working with Peyton and Solomon and all those guys up front. They have to have that rotation. What is it going to be with Dante Fowler and so on and so forth? So that key piece you don't want to not have there. You're already going to be short-staffed on the outside at the cornerback position. You don't really know who's going to be able to go for you there. You know Deron Bland will be there, but Trayvon Diggs, don't know if he's going to be ready to go start the season. Revel might be ready to go at the start of the season. He may not be, but you need to have that key component. He is the one dude on your defense and probably one of two dudes on your team who can by themselves win a game, who don't need no other assistance. I can go and wreck somebody's stuff all by myself. You don't need him lagging because he missed 3 weeks of training camp before the season starts.
Is there any doubt that they won't re-sign Micah or get that contract done?
Not for me.
If he didn't leave here on draft night, why would he leave?
Right.
Yeah, if he don't leave here, I mean.
So anyone upstairs listening, we know you don't listen to the show.
I ain't too sure, man.
Unless we say something that it gets sent to him.
I ain't too sure.
Please get this man signed. If we know we're not letting him walk, if it's an extra $2 million that we're negotiating, or $3 or $4 million, whatever it is, let's get him in training camp. I think we can all agree that is very, very, very important this year, right?
I just think every guy that you possibly can have in this training camp that you think will make your team does not need to be in a training room, in a hot tub, a Veterans Day off.
You need the reps.
You need the reps. You need to come together as a team. You know what? And I don't want to make too much of the Philadelphia game or any game, because when Jesse played, they have had great teams that he's played on, and he's went into great people. You're gonna face great teams.
Absolutely.
So I mean, while we hear, whoa, look at Philadelphia, these guys, they're gonna be hyped, but they ain't going off like we going off. We like, wow. We got so many scenarios for this team if they win, if they lose. These kids ain't thinking that. They thinking they got a real chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we over here kind of.
As they should, though.
Yeah.
As they should,
yeah.
Right? Like, on that side of the building, it should be about you and your guys.
Yeah.
And the hell what we think or say, if you believe it, that's all that actually matters. We're just media pundits. We just being it. Nobody hitting on me. I ain't hitting on nobody. So I can sit here in the confines of this beautiful studio with the lights, bright lights, and the nice microphones and the expensive headphones and pontificate and say all those great things.
I mean, we got a soul snatcher on our team, bro. Real, we taking souls.
Taking the love right up out you.
You're right, but his name is Booker. He's coming to a city near you, bro.
I hope
he's a soul snatcher,
I hope for
bro.
the sake of this team and number 4, and for his confidence, that he has a great showing on September the 4th.
Oh,
I hope he does not start his NFL career being heartbroken.
I'm gonna tell you.
I hope he does
I'm gonna
not.
tell you what. If Dak go into this game thinking like this, and what I'm finna say, it may not make sense to most people, but it makes sense to me.
That's all that matters.
The number three. 1, 2, 3.
Get the ball.
Gone.
Ball gone. I'm dropping on the ground. 1, 2, 3. Ball gone. I'm dropping on the ground. It ain't gonna be no other way. Because if you hope 4, 5,
We need mobile Dak.
I'm saying drop on the ground because I don't. Until we see him really, really run, we don't know how that. It's one, like I tell people, it's one thing to go out there and practice when you got your red jersey on, you jump around, then you take off and you look pretty. And it's another thing when that 295-pound 98 coming down on you, and you got all of a sudden jerk. Yeah, it's another thing.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
So if there is a soft spot in the schedule, there's three.
It's the preseason.
3 games. Outside of that,
was good.
Hey,
That was good.
And that ain't really that soft.
That was good.
If you look at it just team wise.
Yeah.
But right in the middle, you're at Denver, which that's not bad. Denver's beat you 8 in a row.
Yeah, but Vic Fangio's not there anymore. He's in Philadelphia.
That's true. So
But Sean Payton is there.
the Cardinals at home and at the Raiders, if you think any of those are easy. Outside of that, the first 6 games, 4 of those are on the road, and the last 7 games are just going to be brutal. So the first 6 we've got at the Eagles, New York at home, the Giants, at Chicago, which that's going to be made for TV with Eberflus going back to Chicago.
My boy got the job.
Who's your boy?
Ben Johnson,
Oh, that's your boy?
my teammate.
Oh, I didn't know.
We never discussed that here.
Maybe
Tell us
might not
about
have
it,
been on that
Jay.
show.
No, he was a backup quarterback at Carolina when I was there.
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's your age?
he's younger than me.
Is he? Wow. That's awesome.
I'm an old man, but he's younger.
You going to that game?
No, I got to work.
Oh, that's true. Road trip.
Somebody got they don't pay me to go to road trips.
Oh, darn.
They
All
pay
right.
me to be in the studio.
Packers at home. We know how we feel about the Packers. At the Jets and at Carolina. So Carolina. Then you've got at home against the Commanders. Then you got that soft spot in the middle. And then the last 7, Philadelphia Eagles at home, Kansas City Chiefs at home, at Detroit, Minnesota Vikings at home, Chargers at home, and then on the road to finish the year at Washington and at New York. What do you think is the toughest stretch? Chris made a good point. He's like, hey, 4 of your first 6 are on the road. That's might be tougher than the back end. The back end, the quality of teams is better, but you got 4 of those 7 at home.
Where was your weak spot? Was it Denver, Arizona, Vegas? That
Yeah,
what it was?
if there is one, yeah.
I see. I would move that up a little bit. I would say the weak spot would be Jets, Panthers, and then Commanders at home. That's what I would say.
I don't know.
Who was that in the background?
Who said an S word?
You're not supposed to say that.
Who said that?
Oh, no.
Man, that was supposed to be Spanish. That's Luis.
Oh,
Well, that wasn't Spanish.
that wasn't
was
Spanish.
English.
That was.
Hey, Luis.
I didn't hear it.
How are you?
That was no
I should
Espanol.
send him in.
So
there.
yeah. So what do you guys think? Front end harder or the back end? Whole thing?
I'm a back end guy.
Talking about the schedule. Jesse. Talking about the schedule, not the trailer parks.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
What do you think's tougher?
To me, the back end, and here's why. When you get through this season, here's a couple of things. The rhythm of this schedule is thrown off. Thursday, Sunday, Monday, Thursday.
There's no rhythm.
There was no rhythm.
None.
And Nate, you'll understand this part. When you
say that, you're talking about like the weekly, the practice, right?
I'm
The
talking about
routine.
the
Here's what I'm doing on Monday. Here's what
That's
I'm
what
doing
I'm
Tuesday.
talking about. Like when you get into the season, you develop. You always hear the term of be a professional. You always hear people say like learn how to be a professional, and that's not just going out there doing the football part of it. That's everything else. Learn how to watch film, when to watch film, how to watch film, getting acupuncture, massage, getting off your feet, resting, hydration, all that type of treatment stuff. And so you find your rhythm. Most guys have their rhythms. I'll give you an example of mine. I would always do, on Fridays, I used to go see Miss Debbie for my massages, right? I would do Miss Debbie on Fridays, and then I would get them another massage on Monday. And so I book in my massages before the game and right after the game.
Tuesday pedicures?
Wednesday was pedicures.
Wednesday pedicures, okay.
Wednesday was pedicures. And so you get your routine. You know, you go see the chiropractor, you go do all that kind of stuff. And for the most part, you kind of keep that, and it has a little hiccup every now and again. Oh, we got a Thursday night game this week.
Couple times a year.
Yeah. But for the most part, you have it. A lot of things people don't realize, the resting comes into play. If I know mentally that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I know what my week will look like. We'll travel on Saturday, or we'll be at the hotel on Saturday. We play on Sunday. But now when this thing is broken up so much, my days get thrown off, and mentally how I rest and how I recover gets thrown off. And so that's the part that's going to be really, really a telling sign for these type of games. You play a lot of night games. Having night games means, again, I'm up, my adrenaline is going. Now I don't go to bed. If I'm taking a plane ride, I don't go to bed. I'm up. Now the next day I come in, I'm trying to recover that, and then we're back at it again because I got a Sunday night game.
Tuesday I'm off. I can take a nap on Tuesday. Well, that gets pushed out, and that pushes you. Yeah.
Because now your Tuesday becomes something different because of the way because the way that the schedule is set. So that's going to be very, very key to the Cowboys this season, being able to get into some sort of routine and keep it. But this schedule it's all over the place. And so for me, I look at the back end of this because, man, once you get past that 10, 11, 12 game system, you beat up. When you get to that last half,
and that's where it gets crazy.
And that's where it gets super duper crazy.
Because you've got Thursday, then you got Sunday, and then it goes Monday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Saturday or Sunday.
And that's what I'm talking about. The body's looking for that space to recover, and you're like, I don't know which way we coming or going. I don't know if it's Thursday. You're not practically. Well, it's actually it's Monday on the real calendar, but it's Wednesday for us.
That's when that intercom announcement on the plane ride home, that back half of the season is going to be really important.
Yeah.
Fellas,
tomorrow,
training room.
You're like, wait, Sunday, it's Tuesday.
Jess, I could agree about this schedule on the back end if I knew we were going to win 10 games. But if these first 6 or 7 games, if you got an under a 500 schedule, it just really don't matter. That means because the front end was hard too.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny, but if we were talking about 2 years ago, Cowboys 12-5, then we're like, okay, they're gonna have to fight through this because you basically talking about wins and losses. Are we better than Green Bay? Are we better than? I think we're better than Carolina, and I think we're better than New York Giants. But
and the Jets.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh,
I really until. And I'm begging y'all, let's all meet at training camp. Let's all try to see the same thing because I don't want to spend all the training camp saying, hey, man, y'all need to watch this guy. Yeah. If you come out, don't just come for the money and run this year. Come out and spend a day.
Dash for dollars.
Well, everybody got a price. Yeah. Everybody got a price. Holley got a price, baby.
But you see what I'm saying? Because
they said I can't come to Oxnard because
I know the better teams and the playoff teams of last year is in the back end of this schedule. But we've been, before this schedule came out and before the draft, we were talking, and before George Pickens showed up, we was talking about maybe 3, 4, 5 wins. Okay.
Yeah, and if you look at it, look at the back half, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that 8-game stretch after the bye. I mean, to feel good about the second half of the season, you got to be at least
the Cowboys. It looks like, two things. One thing that we aren't talking about, and we're not probably won't supposed to be, not that we aren't supposed to, but we don't cover those other teams. But when you look at the strength of schedule, Philly has a tough schedule.
Yes, they do.
So there's going to be a war of attrition for them as well. Washington, it's a tough schedule. The Giants,
the whole East, the whole NFC,
the whole NFC East are in the top 8.
Yes.
I think
schedule-wise,
in strength of schedule, having the toughest strength of schedule, and you know, I think partly because of it is we're playing that was it NFC North.
You were playing the AFC West,
AFC West, and NFC North, and NFC North.
It was the two hard.
So you're playing two other harder divisions, in the league. So they also have to have a war of attrition.
They're saying the same thing.
They're saying the same thing, right? So they're going to be beat up as well. And this is that part where, and shout out to my guy, Clarence Hill. We have this back and forth because we talk about having the right kind of guys and then also having just damn good players. Because that's what helps. When you hurt, you sore, things might not be looking up for you. I can turn around and go, oh, that's a 2,000-yard running back there. Here, Saquon, you bring us home to glory. You see what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes just having the better players can get you in and out of games victorious in those tough spots. So those other teams will be looking up at this and saying, damn, we got a tough schedule as well. The second thing is the Cowboys can't have any oops.
That is
the
what
Cowboys,
I'm talking about.
When the Cowboys season has gone awry at the end of the year, we look back and we go, we lost to damn Saints.
Because of this or this.
And they ain't win the game after that. But because of where their position.
2 years ago.
And then
the Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Man,
it's like the Cowboys, you can't afford those oops. Those games that we're talking about, the Panthers, and I know that, everyone's an NFL team and every team is talented. I get it. I understand it. Beat the Panthers. You're a better team than the Panthers. To me, until Aaron Glenn shows me otherwise, you're a better football team than the New York Jets. Beat the New York Jets. You're a better team than the Arizona Cardinals. You're a better team than the Las Vegas Raiders. Those are the games.
I see you skipped over.
He didn't say the Bears, did he?
And it ain't, bruh. They have. You know who they are? They're the Commanders of last year.
The Bears going to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. I am with you.
But like, though, you
win
can't
the games you're supposed to win.
The Giants. You're better than the New York Football Giants. You can't. If you oops against one of those teams, it's already tough enough. You're going to need every single one of those victories. You're going to need that victory at the end of the year for possible playoff, entering the playoffs, getting into the playoffs, and then playoff seeding. So that's the biggest thing for me with the Cowboys is you cannot have oops.
I hate to say
on this schedule. I'm right.
Just sold some hopium.
Oh,
all right, we're gonna take our last break. When we come back,
some hopium.
We
get to the playoffs.
When we come back,
the playoffs.
When we come back, we'll finish up talking about the schedule on Hanging with the Boys.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Dallas Cowboys Game Day is brought to you by Captain Morgan, the official spiced rum of the NFL. The NFL season is where legends are born on and off the field. Some are last-second plays that turn the tide and change a team's destiny, while others are of friends who follow the captain to make a regular get-together into the stuff of legends. Visit followthecaptain.com. Please drink responsibly. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, 35% alcohol by volume. Captain Morgan Rum Company, New York, New York.
Hey, Cowboys fans, a 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every day by Jigsaw, the proud dating partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Another thing about, I know we keep going back to the back end because Jesse loves it, but you're going to get these are championship teams.
Yes.
Philadelphia, Kansas City, Detroit, Minnesota, Chargers, Commanders, Giants. But championship teams played their best football November and December. You catch them early. Kansas City to me reminds me of an NBA team. Just get us to the dance. We'll take care of it. We'll
turn it on later
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it, But you're going to catch these when they're ramping up to play championship for the playoffs. Like that's every one of those is going to, you're going to get their best. And I don't know. And you know what? Every year there's teams in here that we think are going to be bad that are going to be good, and there's teams in here that are going to be that we think are going to be awesome that are not that great. And every other team, Chris, you brought it up. You got the Commanders schedule pulled up. Jesse, you got the Eagles schedule pulled up. They're having the exact same conversations
absolutely
on their shows this week that we're having here because.
But the only difference
it ain't
is,
easy.
The only difference is, we saying, wow, we got to be ready for Philadelphia. Philadelphia probably saying, man, we got that.
Right.
Probably a Jesse over there saying, hey, no oops, Dallas.
They're talking about us like the Giants.
Yeah.
Cowboys, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So we may not be a threat to other teams like we think they are to us. And and we know that these guys are professionals. I've been on 3-13 teams. I've been on 1-15 teams. I understand. I was still a professional, but I had more punch when we were 13-3 or 13-2 or whatever. So
as a player, do you pay attention to this and do you look at it and is the text thread going, damn, look at the end of the schedule?
And I give you mine. When we was that 3-13 team, I was like, Lord Jesus, I'm serious. I'm talking about how I felt. I'm like, wow, we got Philadelphia. Oh my God. Ooh, look at Lawrence Taylor. I used to be thinking like, man, I'm gonna be up a lot of nights watching film. You know what I'm saying? But then we got good.
Nate's thinking about that extra work.
Like they say, be a professional.
Be a professional.
They'll force you to be a professional. Be out on the street. You know what I'm saying?
You be a professional, you be unemployed.
Yeah.
Choice is yours.
So, but when we got good,
didn't matter.
Oh man. Oh.
You said 16-pack, huh?
Oh yes, sir.
24-pack.
We was going at them. It's a different mentality, man, and that's why I think coaches today play an even bigger part. Especially the way the guys, this social media world, and you got to be a coach. You got to maneuver through all of that and keep guys' mind right. Boy, you got to be a super coach these days.
Yep.
I mean, you still have to coach. You still have to be firm, but you have to be a great
There's
coach.
so many more distractions.
Yes, I think
for
you have to
your
be a great
team
coach.
and you and the organization than there was 10 years ago, and it's going to get worse. All right, before we get out of here, Chris, you and Josh jump in on this too. For personal reasons, for theatrics, for the Cowboys, whatever.
Theatric? I got a feeling that these theatrics was thrown at me.
No. Pick one game that's your favorite game on the schedule. I'll go first. That's your favorite game for whatever. Like it could be because your buddy's the coach of the Bears and you're looking forward to that. For me, the Chiefs game, just because it's the two most popular teams that we've Oh, Josh said, I'm going to come in here and sit down. I was talking about just grab the mic. No, sit down.
I get a feeling Josh really wants to join us, man. I get that feeling.
The vibe is immaculate.
Yeah.
The vibe is immaculate.
Yeah.
It's the aura that we bring. It's
everybody.
It's a gravitational pull that you just
I can't help it.
You can't help.
I can't help myself.
It's all good. But you're welcome here.
Yeah,
Either I'm talking or I'm hanging. It's either one.
You're welcome here.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh, to be fair, I'm always hanging
This is a safe space.
I mean,
with the boys.
all right.
Good for you.
Teach his own.
Mine's the Chiefs.
Hey, hold on. But I did tell you that he dogged you out. Now your name is.
It's fine. I'm
let
used
it.
to
Okay.
it.
It's just a bit. We're having fun, man. That's my buddy over there, who I don't forget, no matter what. I never forget.
But that ain't what we came up with.
I got his number.
Got my number. He didn't think he had it.
Didn't think he had it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to pod picks, I don't forget you, man.
I know. I got to.
It might be Nikki.
I got a beef.
I don't know.
Yeah, we got a beef. This thing getting bigger, man. It started out as a bit.
We got a few beefs on this show. The show of beefs.
Hanging with the beefs.
The beefiest show on the Cowboys radio network.
Beefing with the boys?
Beefing with the
I
boys.
like it.
Come on, man.
Come
New
on,
show.
man. Beefing with the
Coming
boys.
soon, DallasCowboys.com.
Sponsored by Hopium.
There you go. I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs just because it's two of the biggest brands in football. It's the self-proclaimed America's team. Patrick Mahomes' first trip to AT&T Stadium in the pros. Did he play there? He was at Texas Tech.
At AT&T?
Yeah.
Oh, he's familiar with AT&T for sure.
He hasn't played there as a pro, though, has he? I don't think the Chiefs have played.
Yeah. Remember the
They played here.
Tyreek Hill screen pass? That was
Yeah.
That was here?
He
Okay.
was a backup for Alex Smith when they played here.
Yeah, has he played, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't know he played.
He threw that Tyreek Hill screenplay, right? Before the half?
In the half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, I mean,
like 60 yards.
Yeah.
there's no bigger game on the schedule, even the NFL schedule. Thanksgiving Day at AT&T Stadium against Kansas City Chiefs. That's just for the theater itself. That's going to be my game.
You said favorite game?
Yeah, just for any reason. Like, which game is your favorite game on the schedule?
I'm looking at week 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
You got a familiar foe coming into town.
Green Bay?
Get your lick back.
A team, yeah. It's time to get our get back because
Can we get them back? Have we ever gotten them back? Since Dez dropped that ball, have we ever gotten them back?
quick question, Shannon. Which team has won the most playoff games in AT&T Stadium?
That team,
Green Bay Packers.
Yep.
including your Dallas Cowboys.
The Green Bay Packers have won the most games in AT&T Stadium. That bothers me. I don't like those colors together. I don't like that team. I don't like their face.
Just can't get rid of them Packers.
More like Jordan hate because I don't like those fools over there. So let me go with the Green Bay Packers. We need to get our get back.
All right, Chris, what you got?
I think our most important game is probably going to be
No. That wasn't the question.
Just your favorite.
my
Your
favorite.
favorite. Like, it could be because I like the food in Detroit. They have good barbecue, surprisingly, in the press box. Like, what's your favorite game on the schedule?
Favorite game on the
Yeah.
schedule.
Which one are you looking forward to the most for whatever reason?
Don't say Christmas Day.
I'm
Your family's listening.
I am not.
Your
gonna-
family's listening.
I'm not going to say that for sure.
Don't let our boy Logan down. Come on now.
Probably going to get divorced with that one. I would say I'm going to go to the Eagles game on November 23rd.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
Well, it's a home game, which usually we're on the road.
And you'll be in bed by 9 o'clock?
Exactly. I'll be in bed by 9 o'clock going into a short week.
All right. Nate,
That Philadelphia Eagles at Philadelphia, man.
that first game?
Yeah,
Game one.
We had to play one of them, bro. That's a huge game, bro.
Is that the
It's
first
gonna be
game of
fun.
the season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the whole
Thursday night.
Yeah,
kickoff.
I was gonna go with the
Season
Baltimore
opener.
Ravens because I like King Henry, but
That's preseason.
That's preseason.
Yeah,
King Henry would be on the sideline
But-
eating sunflower seeds and chilling.
Yeah, so Philadelphia Eagles. That I remember we lost that game. It was a Monday night game, and we played against. Well, we thought we were ready, but the Eagles. Ooh.
Jess?
Man, it's a lot of good games.
Yes, it
man,
is,
and
man.
A lot
Absolutely.
of different storylines. This is going to be a fun season, one way or another.
If you're a fan of football, you will like this schedule.
That's a great point. That's an absolute great point. But I gotta agree with my amigo right here.
Green Bay?
Green Bay coming back to the scene of the crime where they annihilated you embarrassed you.
Why you got to be trying to go all deep like that?
Because it's true. They broke the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, man, you know what? This seat is cursed. Because anybody that sit there go right
Don't say any players' names. No specific names.
Yeah, they go right there with
It's an agreement seat right here. If you sit in that seat, you got to agree with me. That is the rules.
But it is a good game. That is a great game.
It's the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
I think biasly, week 3 against Chicago, I'm looking forward to that. I think Ben Johnson's going to do great things in Chicago. But that Packers game, man, that got to mean a little bit. That got to mean a little something.
It's also a litmus test because the beginning of the season can go any way. Your record can be anything. But if you come home and you beat the one team that has just had your number every single time they come here, come on, man.
The 49ers ain't on there.
Yeah, I'm glad.
That's fair. That's fair.
Before we get out of here, how many weeks do you? Because usually week 1 is just all hell breaks loose, right? Like last year, week 1 for us, we were going to the Super Bowl, right? And then reality sets in, and then people start figuring.
Two teams that happened to the Saints and the Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly. How many weeks
come crashing back there?
How many weeks do you think you, as Denny Green said, you are what you are? Like
you are who we think you are.
We are who you think you are. How many weeks? Is it week 4? Is it week 2? Is it week 3? When do you start knowing?
Week 7 for me. Around Thanksgiving, week 7 somewhere. Is that around Thanksgiving?
No, week 13 is Thanksgiving.
Okay, so no.
I'm like, you don't know about it.
That's why I'm asking.
Damn.
But
well, you may not know.
I'm like, damn, if you don't know about week 13.
Week 7 for me. Week 7, I'll tell you who they are. Week 7?
Week 7?
Because I'm not going to go away from what we talked about 2 or 3 months ago. We didn't feel that great about this team. And until I know and see practices and see games, I'm gonna give myself some space. I like who they drafted. I like the idea that coach is doing things the way he is doing them. But until I see you put on some pads and get at some people, week 7 for me.
All right. What about you?
3 weeks.
3 weeks? So
got 3 weeks. By the time we get to the Packers game.
When you play the Bears, you're like, okay, this is what we are?
After the Bears.
Okay.
I'm giving you 3 games.
Okay.
You got a formidable opponent.
Somebody you should handle.
And a wild card.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears are the wild card. You know what the New York Giants are going to be. And the Philadelphia Eagles, you're going to have to bring your A game.
Mm-hmm.
After I see you in those 3 games, because they all are going to bring something different, I'm going to know who you are. At least a large percentage of who you are. Now, you can make some adjustments and other teams may fall off, but I'm going to know whether or not is Eberflus defense going to really stand up and do something. Is Brian Schottenheimer really going to call the game? You're going to know. You're going to know by the time we get to Green Bay. I'm going to have a good feel about what this team is going to be.
But isn't this team so new?
Yes.
And nobody's going to play in the preseason. Nobody's going to play in the preseason.
They should.
So I agree, 100%. But the way this thing been going around here and over there, no one plays in the preseason. You don't know who you are.
And that's why I have a problem with. Who the hell are you? You ain't done nothing.
I agree.
On September 4th, they're dropping Philadelphia's championship banner, not yours. Nobody has done enough on this football team to truly be able to say, oh, give me my ball cap on. No, Patrick Mahomes played the preseason games.
Bro,
and I'm not saying it has to be that.
With you.
I'm saying that.
Don't throw that away.
If we're talking about changing culture, if we're talking about doing things different than what we've done in the past, hey, fellas, this is a new day. You ain't earned jack-ish. Last time I checked, it's been almost 30 years since you've been to the NFC East Championship game.
We gotta.
I'm sorry, the NFC Championship
Chris
game.
told me we
Gotta go.
He never tells me that.
Gotta go.
Josh, how many games?
I got a game after this.
It would be Thanksgiving. It would be Thanksgiving. One of the first conversations that I had here, my first year, I was bright-eyed, I was bushy-tailed, I was feeling good about the Cowboys. There's a close friend of mine called Large Nathaniel. He told me that you got to wait till Thanksgiving to know
That's
whether or
for
not.
winning teams, though. I should have prefaced that.
Jesse, Nate, Josh, thanks for joining us for the end of the show.
Of course.
Chris, thanks for keeping us
That's
on
when
the
you
air.
got a chance to win, baby.
Josh, thanks for keeping him company in the back. Nobody else is back there anymore. We got to come up with a new saying to get out of the show. Thank you, guys. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Hanging with the boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?